Greetings everyone. Today we will talk about lesson 6. In this module, we will explore the concept of cognitive construction of self. So, specifically, we will focus on Carl's Roger ideas of the real and ideal self, as well as the distinction between the true and the false construction of self. So, let's get started. So these are the learning targets today. At the end of the module, students will be able to demonstrate a comprehensive understanding of the real and ideal self. Number two, the student will be able to explore the importance of having a real and ideal self through expressive essays. Carl Roger was a humanistic psychologist who had this assumption that for a person to grow, he must need an environment that can provide him with openness and self-disclosure. So, ingon ni Carl Rogers nga ang tao para mo-grow siya ug aron makabot niya ang iyang kakayahan, nagkinahanglan siya og open and safe environment aron ma-share niya unsay naa sa iyang kasing-kasing ug hunahuna and his or her true selves. So according to him, everyone has a basic drive to become the best version of themselves or to self-actualize. So, para ma-realize ng self-actualization, a person need to be in a state of congruence. What does it mean by congruence? Congruence means in agreement, no? Or harmony, compatible, or to coincide, or katugma, meaning ang atong inner feelings dapat is in agreement or in harmony to our actions. No, our action we show to the world so that it will create a sense of balance and authenticity. Okay, let's have an example. Si John, a high school teacher, no? Si John, love kaayo niya nga mag-play og music. But pressured siya, no? Tungod kay nakafocus ra siya sa iyang teaching career. This is because of his family's expectation. But because kay supportive man kayo ang iyang workplace, like iyang group of friends or ang iyang mentor, no, supportive kay sa iyaha, so John feels safe enough to share his feelings and desire. So nag-open up siya about his passion for music and how he always dreamed of performing. So with the encouragement from his friend, John started to make time for music in his life. Din sa hinay-hinay, ang iyang action naka-align sa iyang true interest. As a result, he feels more authentic and at peace with himself because his inner passion and outer action nagmatch na, or nag-coincide or congruent, that is helping him to grow into the best version of himself. Congruence is the context of Carl Rogers' theory, means being in harmony or alignment between persons' inner feelings, thoughts, and experiences, and how they present themselves to the world. So when a person is congruent, there is no mismatch, no? Walay mismatch between what they truly feel or think and how they act or express themselves. So, if I am congruent, there is a perfect alignment between my true feelings or thoughts and the way I behave or express myself. So, always remember, when a person is congruent, this lead to a sense of authenticity and inner peace. So, authentic ka ug magmalinaw ang imong hunahuna ug pagbati. In your module, there are 3 concepts, no? Number 1, openness and self-disclosure. Number 2, basic motive self-actualization. And number 3, congruence or balance. This means that dapat safe and open ang atong environment to make us feel comfortable in sharing our true thoughts, feelings, and experiences without worrying, no? Nga dili ta i-judge or i-reject. So when people can express themselves freely, they become more aware of who they really are, no? Which help them grow and understand themselves better. So examples, Emily. Emily, a college student, feel anxious about expressing her ideas in class because she's afraid of being judged by her classmate. However, in a class where the teacher encourages open discussion and creates a judgment-free environment, Emily start to feel safe enough to share her thoughts, no? Sa dihang nag-speak up siya, she began to realize that she enjoys expressing her ideas and has valuable perspective to offer. So, kining supportive environment nga na-experience ni Emily, it helps her to grow in confidence, understand her strength, and she develop clearly the sense of who she truly is. Because she feels safe to be open, Emily can explore her thoughts and feelings without fear, which help her grow and become more self-aware. Number two, basic motive self-actualization. So according to Rogers, every person has a fundamental motive. So kada isa sa ato na ay gitinguha sa kaugalingon, which is the desire to self-actualize. Self-actualization is the idea that every person has a deep desire to reach their full potential and become the best version of themselves. Meaning, atong i-discover o gamito ng atong mga talents and abilities to grow as a person, no? Mag-set ta o i-achieve nato ng meaningful goals nga atong gitinguha o ang pagkinabuhi nga nagreflect sa atong true values and dreams. It's about continuously improving and being true, no, to who you really are. For instance, if the student will value creativity, the student might pursue projects that allow her to explore artistic or innovative thinking, such as starting a creative writing project or designing a new apps. So another, the student could also challenge herself to step out of her comfort zone by participating in activities that will push her to grow, like public speaking or studying abroad. So dinhi ma-realize ang self-actualization. Okay, number three, congruence or balance. So Roger believed that ang pinaka-importante nga aspect sa self-actualization is achieving congruence or congruency. So unsa ganitong congruence? Congruence is about being in harmony with yourself. It means that who you are right now matches who you want to be. Do you know that when you are congruent, you feel authentic, no? And not only authentic but also peaceful and true to yourself because you are not trying to be someone you are not. Instead, you live in a way that reflects your true values, goals, and personality without feeling torn between different ideas or expectation. So example, si Maria. Si Maria, a young professional who works in marketing but has always been passionate about helping animals. So for a while, she felt torn, no? Or gakabahin ang iyang huna-huna between staying in her marketing job because it paid well, dako iyang sweldo, or magpursue ba siya sa iyang dream nga magtrabaho sa animal shelter. So over time, Maria decided to make a change. And now she take a part-time job at an animal shelter while still working in marketing. And sa hinahinay, she slowly began to shift her career focus. Now, kay nagbalhin na magyud siya sa iyang kaganahan nga trabaho, she feels in harmony with herself because her job reflects her true values and passion for helping animals. So Maria no longer feels like she's living a double life. O ang resulta, she feels more authentic, no? She feels more peaceful and true to herself, no? She is living in a way that matches her goals and values, creating a sense of congruence. So why being true to yourself matter? Rogers believed that to reach your full potential or self actualization, it is important to be true to yourself. This means that who you are right now should match who you want to be. No? When this happens, you feel complete, real, and at peace with yourself. If dili magkatugma ang imong feeling and thoughts to your action, you will feel confused or birahon ka in different direction by conflicting thoughts or values. Instead, you live in a way that reflects your true self and what you really want in life. Okay, let's have an example. Si Alex, a college student who has always felt pressure to follow a career in law because it is what his family expect. However, Alex has always had a deep passion for photography. So after some reflection, Alex decided to pursue his love for photography, no, instead of continuing down the law path. So he started taking photography classes, building portfolio, and eventually start selling his work. So by choosing to be true to his passion, Alex feels at peace with himself. So, ang iyang action now ang iyang action karon nag-reflect who he really is. And he feels confident and fulfilled because he's not living according to others' expectation. So, Alex has aligned his real self with his ideal self. So, allowing him to reach his full potential and feel truly complete. So, when does self actualization occur for us? So, Carl Roger attests that self actualization occur when a person's ideal self is in harmony with his actual behavior. So, Roger is saying that self actualization happen when a person's action and behavior match who they truly want to be, no, their ideal self. In other words, when you act in a way that align with your values, goals, and who you aspire to become, you are more likely to reach your full potential. So to understand this, let's discuss what real self and ideal self mean. The real self is who we really are, no, including our true traits, action, strengths, weaknesses, belief, values, and experiences. No? Na-shape niya atong mga action, atong strength, atong weaknesses, atong pagtuo by things like how we are being raised. No? Na-shape sad ni through our environment, our genetics, and what we've gone through in life. Now, it's a part of us that reflect our true personality and how we act in the world. Example, si Mark. Mark, a young man who grew up in a family where hard work and honesty were high valued. So from young age, Mark developed a strong work ethic and a deep sense of responsibility. He is reliable, driven, and enjoy helping others. But he also struggled with perfectionism, no, which sometimes make him anxious. So Mark's real self reflect this trait, no, nga na-shape tungod sa upbringing and experiences. Ang iyang natural strength like his determination and empathy mao ni ang nag-guide sa iya, no, how he interact with others and approaches life. However, ang iyang struggle with perfectionism, that is also part of who he is. The real self represent Mark's true personality, his values and mixed strengths and weaknesses that make him who he is. How about ideal self? So, ang ideal self is the person we dream of becoming or think we should be. So, it include the qualities, action, mga success nga atong gitinguha or we admire. Example, Sophie is a high school student who aspires to be confident leader and compassionate person. So her ideal self include being well organized, a great communicator, and someone who helps other. So Sophie dreams of becoming the president of the student council and organizing community service event. To achieve her ideal self, Sophie works on improving her public speaking skill, becomes involved in school clubs, and volunteers for various causes. So she also look up to her older sister, no, who is successful leader in her college and always make time to support others. Sophie's ideal self motivates her to keep developing qualities like leadership, empathy, and responsibility. She believes that by becoming this version of herself, she will make a positive impact, no, on her school and community. Now, as a student, what do you think is the lesson we can learn from our topic or unsa kay significance aning atong topic, no? I will be asking this question during our discussion or oral recitation. Anyway, Carl Roger believed that when your real self and ideal self are in harmony, you feel good about who you are. It means you accept yourself as you are while also working towards becoming the person you want to be. Overall, finding this balance lead to happier and more fulfilling life according to Carl Roger. So, thank you for engaging in today's discussion about Carl Rogers. I hope you found it insightful and thought provoking, especially how the ideas of self concept and ideal self can shape who we are and who we aspire to be. Keep reflecting on this concept and remember to always be true to yourself in your journey of growth. Have a great day ahead, and I look forward to our next conversation. Bye.